Top of the morning to you, fellow Planeswalkers. Today, I have another cool brew just for you, and this one I'm calling Sarkhahn's Gates. So it's a gate deck. It's a pretty cool gate deck. I took a little spin on it, not a conventional spin, and it's definitely fun when it works out. So before we jump into it, I just want to give you guys a reminder to please like the video, hit the subscribe button if you like similar content to this. I post 4 times a week, jank decks, cool new spins on decks. As if you watch any of my other videos, you would know that it is I take much pleasure. It's my mission in life to give use to cards that don't otherwise get any play. So yes, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and here we go. So we have 4 growth spirals. This is for the ramp. This is a gate deck. This utilizes plenty of land. We definitely need a lot of ramp going on in this deck. Okay, so we have Glaive of the Guild pack. We just have 1 copy. This is for, I probably don't even need it. It's just 1 extra way to assure victory. It's pretty cool. So we have 4 Guild Summits. This is for the card draw. And yeah, you can't run a gate deck without Guild Summit. And we have 3 Gates Ablaze for some early game removal. We have 4 Elvish Rejuvenator for some more ramp and to thin out the deck a bit. We have 3 Gatebreaker Rams. So it is a gate deck. So you do need to have the Rams, although this doesn't really ping off with Sarkhahn's Unsealing. So that's the main backbone of this deck is Sarkhahn's Unsealing. We're going to get to in a second. We have 1 Inferno Hylian and then Sarkhahn's Unsealing. Okay, so Sarkhahn's Unsealing is a really, really cool enchantment card. It's a 4-drop, 1 red mana. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 4, 5, or 6, Sarkhahn's Unsealing deals 4 damage to any target. So that's pretty huge. This is to any target. That includes Planeswalkers, the straight up in the life points, creatures. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 7 or greater, Sarkhahn's Unsealing deals 4 damage to each opponent and each creature and Planeswalker they control. So this essentially is when you drop a creature with 7+ power, you're actually doing a massive board wipe, which also includes the Planeswalkers, and you're hitting life points. Now here's also the real kicker. It's whenever you cast, it does not need to resolve. If the opponent is playing a counter deck, if they are countering your spells, it does not matter. If you have Sarkhahn's Unsealing down, you throw down your creatures, they get countered, you still get the effect. So this is huge. So this is why we have an Inferno Hylian. For a 4-drop, he has 7 power, which is pretty cool. I don't even need to get an attack off him. And in the advantage that in the instance where I do have Sarkhahn's Unsealing down, I throw Inferno Hylian down, I clear out the board, and I do get to go next turn and hit for a 7 attack, it gets reshuffled back into my deck where I could recycle and throw it down again and clear out the board. Now, the reason why Gatebreaker Ram doesn't really... it's a great card for any gate deck because it gets plenty of power and it has trample, which is great. The problem with it is it's a 2/2. This doesn't happen when it enters the battlefield. This happens when it is cast, and this is cast as a 2/2 creature. So unfortunately, this does not kick off the Sarkhahn's Unsealing. I thought that it would, but when I was doing my practice runs last, it did not work. Then we have 1 Circuitous Route. I'd probably throw in another copy, but I am a free-to-play player, and I do not have any other uncommon wild cards, so unfortunately, yeah, we're going to have to sit with 1. Then we have 2 Cleansing Novas. We have 2 Carnage Tyrants. 1 Nizal the Primal Tide. So over here is we're already dealing with our 7-cost creatures. So at a Carnage Tyrant for a 6-drop, which is great. He has Trample, Hexproof, can't be countered, 7 power. So this kicks off Sarkhahn's Unsealing. We have Nizal the Primal Tide, 7 costs, a bit more expensive, but we are playing, as I said before, a gate deck, which is going to utilize plenty of gates. Which this is a 7/7 creature, can't be countered as well, no maximum hand size. This works amazing with Guild Summit towards late game. If I throw down a 2nd Guild Summit, I could tap out all my gates over there, swarm my hand, and with such a big hand, I don't have to discard anything at the end of the turn. We have Silverclad Ferocidon, another 7-drop. At this point, I'm just having these massive cost creatures just to trigger the Sarkhahn's Unsealing. Then we have 2 Pelakka Worms. This is amazing. It's 7. It's cost 7 to drop it. 7 power, 7 defense. He has trample. When he enters the battlefield, he gains 7 life. When he dies, I draw a card. Then we have 1 Chromium the Mutable. This is another 7-drop card. 7 power, 7 defense. He has cool ability, Flash. The spell can't be countered. Flying, discard a card until end of turn. Chromium the Mutable becomes a human with base power and toughness of 1/1, loses all abilities and gains hexproof. It can't be blocked this turn. Which is pretty cool. Then we have Daragaz the Reincarnated, another 7-card drop. Flying, Trample, and Haste. He has a cool ability. If Daragaz Reincarnated would die, instead exile it with 3 egg counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Daragaz is exiled with an egg counter on it, remove an egg counter from it. Then if Daragaz has no egg counters on it, return it to the battlefield. And mind you, he comes back in again with haste. So that's just great. And also kicks off Sarkhahn's Unsealing. Okay, so here is where this really works out. We have Gate Colossus. Towards the late game, if we have plenty of gates down, this is practically free to play. He's an 8/8, and I could keep on recycling when he dies. Now, I would take out 2 Gatebreaker Rams and throw in 2 Gate Colossuses. However, I don't have any uncommon wild cards at this point. When I do, I most definitely will be adding them in over here. Then we have Assortment of Gates. And yeah, this is Sarkhan's Gates. Round 1. Let's go and get right into it. See how it works. So in practice, it's definitely cool to get down a Sarkhan's Unsealing. I have 3 copies over here. I don't have a 4th. I wouldn't even put a 4th if I had. I think that's just a bit much. Although they do compound. But, okay, this is good. I like this. I'm going to keep. But they do compound. However, this deck is primarily a late game deck. That's why we have plenty of board removal for the time being, such as Gates Ablaze. We have Cleansing Novas. Okay, so turn 4, I'm going to go for the Guild Summit. Oh, shit. Well, I guess not. I wonder, he'll probably take the Gates Ablaze. Because if he takes the Guild Summit, I just get it back into hand. Although, it would be wise for him to take the Guild Summit because he will delay me a turn. He will delay me a turn. Okay. Yeah, that was a good play on his behalf. I think I do have to do Gates Ablaze. Now, I think it's just the right way of going about things. Okay, you know what? Nope. I'm actually going to go this route, and let's hope he can't throw off another Kite Sail Freebooter, another Duress, or anything of that nature. Because, what do I need right now? I have plenty of red. I have no blue on the field. I'll take, do I need black? I have black. Do I need red? I prefer red over here. Okay, so I'm going to get it is a Gilgate. Next play is going to be the Sarkhan's Unsealing, and if he can't get rid of that, then we're going to be in a good place, because I'm going to come up onto a Daragaz soon. We have Nizal. I'll probably draw into a Carnage Tyrant. Okay, that's fine with me. It's totally fine with me. So long as he doesn't do some land hate this moment, I'm good. Yep, he's done. He is totally done. Okay, so we're sitting on 5 land right now. Let's see what's going to happen. He has no way of dealing with enchantments in such a deck. This is mono black. He is most definitely screwed. Okay, so let's do this. And hopefully we'll draw into a land. Yup, I'll pop that down. I will do this. And we are going to be hopefully on curve. Yeah, guys, we're good. So the Daragaz is coming in next. I'm going to wipe him clean. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block him out over here. Then, yeah, there's no way he's winning this. Okay, so finally. So maybe he'll counterspell, but as I said, okay, that was actually strong on him. Okay, so he'll be smart to take the Daragaz because he has haste. Nope, bad play. I figured he thought, okay, all right. So maybe that wasn't the worst on him. Whatever, we'll see what's up. So I'm glad he missed. Ooh, we have Palaka Worms. We have You know what? Let's go for the Daragaz because he has haste. And that's great. I got that back in hand. I'm gonna swing in. That hurts, man. That definitely hurts him. So he'll probably have to do something to take care of It doesn't matter. He's done. He is most definitely done. And yeah, that's game. Okay, so you saw Sarkhan's Unsealing do its thing, although he got mana screwed, admittedly. He didn't go into any blue mana. Yeah, I definitely need 2 more Gate Colossus copies, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. So we have 1 victory under our belt. Gate decks typically are longer. Nicol Bolas Planeswalker. Alright. Gate decks typically take a bit longer to play the game. So I think I'll just go 3 rounds, as was my usual. I do maybe 4 rounds on quicker decks, but I think we'll just stick with 3. It depends on how these battles go. Okay, so he's playing blue once again. I don't like blue. I don't like when they deal with me. Although the truth is, if I get Sarkhan's Unsealing down, then we're still good. So long, if it's blue tempo, I'll be upset. It's a mill deck. Okay, so he's playing mill deck. So now it's just a matter of a race. I do have in this deck... Oh, wow, it's a real mill deck. You know what? I definitely want to draw into a Cleansing Nova. Yeah, I'm going to need a Cleansing Nova. So, okay, here we go. Unfortunately, I'm going to speed along his mill because I'm going to be throwing into my hand plenty of stuff. But I really, really do need to get a jump on him. I need to get myself a Cleansing Nova. Okay, so he got rid of my Darigaz. That's fine. I'm just going to... You know what? I think I'm just going to go for Sarkhan's next turn. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Sarkhan's next turn. Let's hope he doesn't have his mana available. Perfect. He has Dovin Acuity down. Okay, so now it's just going to be a race. At this point, it's a race. I don't need any of these board removals, such as Gates Ablaze. You know, if I would be doing best of 3s, I probably would include a Gaia's Blessing in my sideboard, but I'm not doing any of that. Okay, so he hit off a Cleansing Nova, and at this point I have Sarkhan's Unsealing down. The Cleansing Nova is not going to work towards my benefit. So whenever he enters battlefield, show draw a card. So it's not you may, it is I must. Okay, so he's really starting to rip on my deck. We'll see what could be done. I'm gonna get a Carnage Tyrant down. He won't be able to do anything with that. Okay, so we actually. Oh no, thought I'd be able to. Let's see for a moment. Okay, let's do that. Yes. Okay. So you know what? The time has come. Okay, yeah, so the time has definitely come. We're just going to swing at him. We're going to clear up his board a bit, and then we're going to swing at him next turn with 16 damage. If I could get a... Oh, he milled my Glaive of the Guild Pack, didn't he? Yep, that was the first card he milled. We'll see if we could... So I'm going to be dropping... If I could drop 2 more gates next turn... That's not good. He has Deputy of Detention. Wait, well, I'm going to drop the Carnage Tyrant, so we should be fine. The thing is, I'm probably going to lose. He's still going to be summoning sick, which is not good for me. Okay, so let's see how this happens. So I'm going to get rid of the Deputy Detention, but I did more damage to him. Okay, so it's a race, boys. It's definitely a race. So we're going to go for 9. If he can't, say, wipe the board with a Cleansing Nova, or if he doesn't have a Settle the Wreckage, he may have Settled the Wreckage. I guess what I need right now is just some 2 big cost creatures, maybe. He's already milled through most of my stuff, though. That's unfortunate. Okay, I think unless he wins right now, I win the game. So it was a race for time, but it seems like I'm going to have this in the bag. He's tapped out on his mana. There's nothing more that can be done on his behalf. So wait, he's going to mill me for 4. Yeah, I win the game. He probably realizes at this point in time. So it was a race, and today I was quicker. That's great. So that's 2. Let's go for 1 more. I really love how that works, the Sarkhan's Unsealing. You know, with these high-cost creatures. You guys already saw both games. I throw down a creature, I hit his life points, I wipe his board, and coupled with all the other board wipes I have in this deck, it's really great. But the greatest thing about Sarkhan's Unsealing is it's just my opponents who get wiped. It's not the whole board. So it really leaves me in good standing. Maybe it's worthwhile also putting Traxos in over here. He's a 4-cost creature artifact, and when he comes in the battlefield, he comes in tapped, and he only untaps if I cast another historic card, but he has 7 power, which is great. Okay, is this going to be aggro? I don't know if I'll be able to stave him off on time. We'll see. We shall see. Let's hope. So Gatebreaker Ram's going to come in when he comes in as a 6/6. So he'll be out of the purview of some of his lower cost spells, such as Lightning Bolt or Lightning Strike, whatever. Shocks, Lava Coils. I'll be able to avoid that. Okay, here we go. And we have a Glaive of the Guild pack down, so we may potentially be in good standing. We'll find out. Can't counter. He's playing Burrow's colors. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does, guys. Okay, so the Ram's going to have to come down next. Absolutely. Could he do anything to my Ram is the question. Goblin Chain Whirl. Okay. So, unfortunately, I just missed a land drop, which could be quite devastating. And, okay, so I'm definitely not going to be... Let's hope he doesn't have a Lightning Strike and a Shock in hand, because if he does, I'm in trouble. And unfortunately, in a gate deck, I missed my land drop, which is definitely problematic. So I'm going to let that hit, because if I would have blocked him out, he would have just shocked him, and he would have still survived because he has first strike. I really can't afford to miss another land drop right now. It's vital I get a land drop. No, he has a Lightning Strike. Yep. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything against his deck. Maybe, hopefully, I'll draw right now into a Gates Ablaze. I'll wipe the board, skewer the critics. That was... At least I got rid of some of his burn. Yeah, guys, we're done. This is an aggro deck, and of course, out of all decks for me to go land dry, it would be this one. Oh, man. Okay. Yep, that's game, guys. That's very problematic, and at least I got a Gates Ablaze now. It's going to be too late. He's running plenty of burn spells in his hand. He needs 1 Skewer the Critics, 1 Lightning Strike, 1 Wizard's Lightning. Yep, it's all done. Okay. That was a red deck. Wasn't mono red, but it, for all its intents and purposes, is the same. It was burning me in my face. Okay, so let's go one more. Can't believe I just got mono screwed like that. I would have won the game. I'm pretty sure I would have won the game. I wonder what I could do else to improve upon this deck. The problem with these, I love late game decks. It's just a bit problematic sometimes, because if you can't deal with earlier threats, you're in trouble. There's not much to be done at that point. If you miss some necessary early game removal, even by the time you get board wipes, sometimes it's too late. Okay, so he's playing Golgari. Oh no. Oh no. I actually don't want him to take... Yeah, that's what I needed most of all. He, for sure, if he's playing 1 duress, he's playing at least 3 duress. So, I guess the next play is I need to get Sarkhan's Unsealing down. And then I could still wipe the board. Unfortunately, yeah, I told you, if he's playing 1, he's playing at least 3. He's gonna... That was foolish of him. Unless he has another in hand, that was foolish of him. He should have absolutely gone for the Sarkhan's Unsealing. Okay. So... I hope to draw another land right now, play the Elvish Rejuvenator, get another land, so I'll get 2 land next turn. We'll be able to throw Gate Colossus down for 3, but most of all, we'll get Sarkhan's Unsealing down turn after. Yes, so that worked out the way I wanted it to. Yeah, I think I'm going to have this game, guys. No. No. Okay, but we should still be good so long as he doesn't have 1 more duress right now. Oh, he's going to have... Thought Erasure, Vivian Reed. That's a problem because she could get rid of Sarkhan's Unsealing. I'm gonna have to apply pressure first, like this. Okay, so we'll do this. I'm gonna go this route because she's gonna have to remove it straight like this. So now she's down at 3. So if she destroys this, she's gonna be at 2. I'll be able to get 1 turn of Sarkhan's Unsealing, and then let's hope I could hit into a Chromium the Mutable, an Azal the Primal Tide or something or whatnot. That was huge play on her behalf for getting rid of my Growth Spiral. But even more so, I had a real problem when I threw down the Elvish Rejuvenator and I missed out on a drop. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, let's hope. So I should be able to get 1 turn off. Yeah, he can't get rid of it. So long as he can't directly deal with this. She can. I see she can. She was looking at it. Let's hope. Let's keep our fingers crossed. If she can't deal with this right now, then I'm going to throw down the Elvish Rejuvenator. It's going to give me 6 lands. 6 lands going to make this come in for 2, which is going to be good because that's the exact amount of mana I'm going to have available to me. Yes, please play Thief of Sanity so I can wipe you dry and clean. That would be the best. This is great because Vivian Reed, everything of his is going to die right now. Do I want to... Yeah, I want to... Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so this is good, guys, because as I said, even if he counters... Even if he counters... Let's see. Actually, I may be in trouble. Yeah, I made a mistake, guys. I should have absolutely not defended. I made a huge error. That was a massive mistake. Alright, that was a misplay, guys. I should have not blocked out. I should have been able to swing in on 1 more, and then... Okay. Unfortunately, my thing got mixed in. That was a misplay on my behalf. If I don't win this one, it's on my head. So yeah, Vivian Reed right now is just going to do its -3 and destroy my Sarkhan's Unsealing. And I believe I won't be able to come back from that. But I will throw down Chromium the Mutable next turn and be able to block out the Hydroid Krasis. Thief of Sanity. Okay, so at least she won't be able to counter my stuff, even though it's counterproof. So should I do Nizal? No, I need something with flying. So we have Chromium coming down. It can't be countered. That's great. And I'm going to have to, unfortunately, block out the Thief of Sanity. Okay, so now we have a Chromium down. Unfortunately, we're in trouble. I needed that Sarkhan's Unsealing, and I made that massive misplay, which left me in big trouble. So I would like another green land source right now, so I could go ahead and Palaka Worm. But that's going to take me 2 turns at least, because all my stuff comes in tap. I was actually entertaining the idea of playing... Okay, who's he targeting? This is actually real troublesome for me. I'm going to have to do this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm using his ability, discard a card until end of turn. Chromium the Mutable becomes a human with base power and toughness of 1/1, loses all abilities and gains hexproof. So he's going to swing on me on 6. He's going to draw from my deck with Thief of Sanity. And yeah, this game is over, guys. So unfortunately, as most late game decks like I play, as I said before, it's just very slow. If he draws right now at Gates Ablaze, by the way, I'm going to find that funny, where he's just going to rip off my Chromium the Mutable. But it's too late at this point in time. I don't see myself being able to win this. There's such a slim chance of me winning this. It's not happening. Incubation Druid. Okay, 1 turn too slow. Whatever, we'll see. Let's hope he doesn't make me need to do his ability again, in which instance he wins. If he has another Ravenous Chupacabra, I'm done. He has a Palaka Worm. He stole my Palaka Worm. You little animal. Okay. Good play on your behalf. He has 2 more mana available to him. I really, truly hate duress. I hate hand hate. Okay, so he wins anyway. This is a good game, dude. No, I'll let him hit. All right. So it's definitely a cool theme. It's a cool idea, you know? It's definitely a cool idea. There's definitely a lot of cool application with it. It is a late game deck. Maybe I would take out some stuff like maybe I'll take out a copy of Guild Summit, take out the Glaive of the Guild pack, and put some, let's say, a Lava Coil for some really early game stuff that I can't afford to miss. And maybe that will help it out a bit. Anyway, this is my Sarkhahn's Gates, and it's a front brew, and I put it together just for you. And yeah, definitely, if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and subscribe. And most of all, have a great day.